Going on? Scouts311 here, and this is Final Fantasy IX, one of my favorite games from one of my favorite game series. So yeah, when I started doing videos, I wanted to actually do go through some of the old Final Fantasy games that I loved, but my PlayStation 3 broke right after I did Uncharted 3, so I wasn't able to actually do it, and I finally got a new PS3 about a week ago or so I started going back through some of these games and looking at ones I want to play, and this is one that I really want to play because, like I said, it's probably one of my favorite ones of all the old PlayStation role-playing games, which are my favorite type of games. So let's get started. Now I like this one a lot because it kind of harkens back to the old Final Fantasies, like 6, which is one of my favorites as well, where all the characters have their own classes, basically. You know, like Zidane's a thief, Dagger's your white mage, pretty much. You know, Vivi's your black mage. Instead of everybody able to be everything, they all have their own little role, and I like that better than making everybody everything. Not that I don't like the games like that, but I just prefer this style. Plus, I like the way that it kind of goes back to the medieval type of setting with a little bit of technology, but not as much as like 8 had. And these cutscenes are still amazing even now. They're awesome. Now this is on the PlayStation 3, like I said, so it has smoothing on. It may look a little better. I can't really remember how it looks on the old PlayStation. And I don't like to stretch the screen. I know I can get full screen if I stretch it, but I think it looks better, you know, the right way. So alright, a very cool but short opening FMV, not as dramatic as 8's was. So this is Zidane. I call him Zidane. I don't know. I'm sure there's different ways to pronounce it. To me, in my head, it's Zidane. So he's gonna light. You basically want to light the candle in the middle of the room, and I actually want to turn that thing off because it annoys me. I'm gonna put the battle speed up to fast and the message up to there. And here I kind of want to turn off. That's the little arrow that goes above his head. So before you light the middle, come around the back here, and there are a couple items to get. Get some gil and a potion. If you want, you can read this. It talks about the ship, and that is from Lindblom, which is it's not important, but it makes sense from later. So light the candle and get going. We go right into a tutorial battle, I guess. Kinda. Well, it's just an easy battle. Now, like I said, each character in this game has their own basic class in a way. Zidane's like your thief. So being that your main character is a thief, stealing is very important in this game. So, and each boss usually has at least 2 items, maybe 3. I believe this guy's got 3 items. You got a wrist from him. You just keep going in basic Mage Master, that's the good one, and a potion. So you steal one more time, it'll say he doesn't have anything, meaning that, you know, there's no reason to keep going. But you want to make sure you get all the items, at least from the bosses, because the Mage Master that you get there is a really nice item to get early on. the way this game's abilities work is you learn your skills off of your items. So to get an item early on, you can learn those abilities sooner than you would normally if you had to go buy it and it's not available yet. You know? Little test fight from the boss. Now, I kind of like, you know, like the new role-playing games are great with the voice acting, but I guess I'm just old and old school. I do kind of like the text. I don't know why. It just, like I said, maybe just because I'm older, old school type of gamer. So this is going to be different than what I normally do because I will start editing out fights, you know, the random normal fights, which I normally don't edit out stuff in my videos. So it's going to be kind of interesting. So basically, this is a little background. We're there to kidnap Princess Garnet. That's how I say it, Garnet. So just going through the plan here. So they're going to dock at the castle and put on a play. Now you say, you know, obviously you want to kidnap Princess. If you say I want to kidnap Queen Brane, like that's a lot, like 64 times maybe. It's a lot. Then Ruby, the girl, will come in and just say a line. It's not really worth it. Yeah. So let's say it right. Yeah, the FMVs are just awesome, and there is one of my favorite characters of all my Final Fantasy games, Vivi. There's something about him. As you know, and you got the old school black mage look to him, which is cool. Like I said, this game basically, after 7 and 8, where they went a little different route from the old ones, they went back to the way it kind of used to be for this one. That's why I really appreciate the game a lot more, I think. Alright, so yeah, there is a lot of switching around in this too. So we start out with Vivi here. Eventually, there we go. I just like Vivi because he's clumsy. He's kind of like a little kid, and you know, it's something about him. He's charming, I guess. So that's kind of the stuff that I'm talking about with the text, the way that they, you know, changed the R to a W because it's a girl. In your head, you know, it's like the way a little girl would talk instead of having voice acting all the time, where it's just this is what it is, kind of more imaginative with the text, you know. So if you want, you can come back here early on and get a few items out of the way. We will come back here again later, but zombie card, you are some. There's a card game in this. I am not that good at the card game in this one. There's a potion here. If you want to come here, there's a lot of stuff I probably won't be doing. Like you can learn about the statue, a little bit of background. Even though some of the stuff that you read matters in the game, the dates and stuff, because there is a monster that you fight in the world that asks you questions, true or false, and you answer them correctly, you get money. So some of the reading, some of the stuff is beneficial for those reasons. Alright, so you got a couple cards there. Like I said, I'm not very good at the card game in this game. In 8, I was good. In this one, it's a lot different than 8. And I just seem like I just suck at it, to be honest. But like I said, I haven't put a lot of time into it ever. So, all right. So we got potion here. As you see, you get the little thing comes up over your head when there is an item nearby. If you want to look at this thing, you can, and he gets dizzy. There is some money here. There's something here. Potion. Climb on up, and there is one more thing in the dresser here. Fang card, so another card. And I think with one more on the right, there's oh, I forgot about the rat kid. Actually, I think it's on the left side. Yeah, there it is. One more potion. So in the 33 gil here, there is a goblin card there. Hitball here you can talk to. I know there's a race that deals with him. I can't remember exactly when that starts. Or if you can do it right off the bat or not. Few cards and more gil here. I think that's it for in here. You can't go through people if they're in your way. Just keep pushing, and eventually you'll kind of go through them. So, all right. I don't think there's anything technically here, but there is something in the shop to grab. 38 gil. This is an item shop. There's really no reason to buy anything at this point. And here's pretty much the big square. Here's another part where we can read some stuff. It could come into 1601, I believe, is something important for a date that you may need to know for the ragtime guy. That's what his name is. Where's that? Ether. Or ether. And way in the corner here is a remedy. Good thing to grab. There's a little sign talking about the Knights of Pluto. Alright, and then Hitball's here again. Talks about how he has 3 precious cards in a safe place. So that's something that we're going to grab early on here. Phoenix Pinions. Now you can head up into here in the end. There's actually nothing to get, no items in there. Now this jump rope game is a little mini game that I'm not good at. I suck at it, but you can usually get like 50 or something to get like the Cactar card, I believe is the one you get. Basically just keep hitting X when the thing pops up. I suck at it. I'm not going to waste my time on it. I'll try to get the card. I think you need 1,000 to get the highest. Oh, see, I'm talking. I'm gonna screw this up. I think you need 1,000 to get the highest thing, which is just ridiculous. Yeah, see, I usually get around this and then I give up because I don't really care that much. Got a card out of it. Now there's something you can do. You can actually, if you turn your ticket in, you there's a limit to what you can do here, so you don't really want to turn it in yet. It depends. If you wait, talk about how you go on the rooftops to watch the play. If you wait a little bit, she'll run out. The girl, there she goes. And when she runs out, you can go in her house. If she doesn't run out, she's actually on the stairs, and you can't get upstairs to get an item up here, even though it is only 3 gold or gil. So not like it's that big of a deal, but it is there. So yeah, if you get a little farther in the game and actually turn your ticket in, you're unable to get these cards, I believe, because the story kind of continues, and you aren't able to ring the bell. Maybe I'll do it later in the game, but I like to just get it done with early on here. So we got a tent and some stuff, so you come up here now and you can ring the bell, and remember the hitball was saying you hit his 3 cards. Pull the rope and it'll drop down from the bell. It's an interesting place to hide your stuff. And there they are, and we get Ironite, Goblin, and Fang cards. So now there's another way to get a card here. It takes a second or so to do it all. Talk to this kid. His cat Mittens ran away. You say, I'll go find him. And what you need to do is head all the way back, basically, to the first screen, which only takes a second, actually. And there's Mittens. You talk to Mittens. Kid comes, says thanks, buddy. Or mister, or just thanks. Takes off, and now we can continue on, and we'll come back, and when you talk to him, where we just talked to him before, he'll give you a bomb card, I believe. I think it's a bomb card that you get, so. Alright, so we've pretty much done everything here I want to do, so let's go into the ticket booth and give him our ticket for the show. And he says it's a fake. Poor Vivi. But because of that, we get 3 more cards. Goblin, Fang, and Skeleton. Talk to Alway Jack to learn more about cards. So head back in here, and now because that we showed that ticket, the game will actually progress here. You'll trip, guy gets pissed. People are mean in this town. Everybody's on edge. Say, yeah, it's fake. Should say you want to be a slave. Interesting. So now you're gonna, he's gonna ask if anybody's coming. You say no, it's clear. And a guy's gonna end up walking down this alley, and you run up. If you don't talk to him really fast, he'll actually steal money from you. But if you talk to him, he'll teach you how to play cards. I'm not gonna actually do that. Just cause, so we're gonna keep going. But if you want to talk to that guy that was walking over here, and he'll take you and give you a little card tutorial. Alright, so before we head into the steeple, go talk to this kid again and get your bomb card for saving his cat. There we go. And we will head on into the steeple. Now, the reason why I came up here and got the cards before is if you do it now, you're actually unable. Once you climb up, the story progresses and you're unable to ring the bell. So that's why I did it the way I did it. You may be able to come later and do it, I can't remember. So he wants you to go up first. Okay, so the rat kid's heading up with the ladders. Got some strength for a little guy. Come on up, slave. So basically the Mughals in this game, oh, sorry, Slitskin, or Stiltskin. Stiltskin's kind of like the guy the Mughal who likes to travel. You'll come around him a couple times and hear about him. Mughals play an important role in this game in the way that they actually are your save points, and there's a little mini game called Magnet that you use. So what we're going to do is go to Magnet and he'll explain it. It's basically mail delivery system. You talk to one Mughal, you ask them, they may have a letter that you deliver to another one, and you'll end up getting items, and it's kind of a long quest that goes throughout the game, so they want us to help with it. So you say sure, and you get a letter to deliver to Monty, and you say okay. And what you can do is sometimes you'll just talk to them and they'll have a letter or share something for you, you know, so always ask about it. And we can save here, and we'll probably end this video after this save. I haven't played this game in years, so I'm trying to remember everything. We'll see how it goes. But we got our first save, and we are going to end here and continue onwards in the next video. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Take care.